My name is Orange Raku, and I'm here to showcase my January build here. The build itself uses Fever Skill Interference, Personal Skill Instant, Passive Skill High Caliber, and Passive Skill number 2, Bargain Bin. For the equipment I run, for this particular build, the solo queue January build, I run Waste Pack, EMP Rounds 2, Skateboard, and Decoder 3. I'm going to get into why I use what I use. Interference is ability that is useful against every single mastermind. Like, it doesn't matter what build they are, interference is useful against them. All masterminds have to play cards, and increasing the cost by +3 is very valuable no matter who it is. If you time it correctly, you can either force the mastermind to use their bioweapon, or you can use it to make them not play any cards for 15 seconds. It does require having knowledge of masterminds and the play style that they use, but I believe it has the highest skill cap in terms of like proper use of it. You can really shut a mastermind down if you use this at the appropriate time. For personal skill, I personally run Instant. This allows you to deal with a great variety of situations. Now, the way I make my builds is that to deal with a big variety of mastermind builds, you don't know what you're going to go up against, so I make builds that are good in almost every situation that you can think of. Instant, well, it is on the weaker side against preparation builds or high, like very masterminds that don't spend much time on cameras, like Daniel or Annette. It is useful against all of them in some way. Sometimes you can pop a camera from a long way off to prevent, the Annette or the Daniel from summoning zombies there. You can also use it to snipe turrets if say the mastermind has used a high caliber turret. And most importantly, what it is primarily used for countering, which you can't get otherwise, is Spencer's invulnerability anchors. There's a lot of situations where you just can't shoot at an invulnerability anchor without having a bunch of invincible zombies off your ass. This allows you to, and in a lot of cases, to pop those cameras from behind cover, even from behind the safe room in some situations. Very valuable for that. And unlike lockdown, if you get interrupted in the process of it, it doesn't go on cooldown. So even if you get smacked while you're about to pop a camera, you can just use it again immediately right after. Whereas if you had lockdown, then you just get hit and you have to wait 30 seconds. Now, disruptor rounds for the passive skill 1 is high caliber. Again, this works on every single mastermind, which is why I use it. You always get some use out of doing more damage to cameras, and no matter what, it will save you on economy because you don't have to shoot the cameras nearly as often if you're playing January. You don't have to use as much ammo. It's just a good all-around build, and you can still deal with Nikolai's, you can still deal with gun builds using high caliber. It's just all-around good to you. And personally, I run Bargain Bin, the ability to get a lot of cheap ammo, cheap herbs. You can support your team that way, because January, despite her saying damage and hacking, she's not a damage character, she's a support character. She supports by dealing with cameras, and with Bargain Bin, if you've got a lot of extra credits, you can buy some ammo, drop them for your team. You can buy some herbs, drop them for your team. It's just very useful to have like that huge discount. The equipment, run Waste Pack. This gives you a further discount, also gives you an extra inventory slot, which is kind of a nice quality of life feature. Combine that with Decoder 3 and Bargain Bin, and you have a really big discount. You can buy ammo for super cheap, and you can just load up your team with it, or it allows you to, help deal with both cameras and creatures just because you have all that extra ammo. EMP rounds 2, you should always have this on January, no matter what. It's just crucial to have it. It saves you economy because you're going to be shooting cameras a lot, but you kill them quicker. It helps you deal with Nikolai faster. It's just too good not to use on January. Skateboard. Now, this might seem like an odd choice, but where it really shines is it helps January be in the support role. By having more movement speed, she can get around the map quicker, especially if she's in caution state, which gives female characters extra movement speed. The knockback power is also useful if you don't have a shotgun. It allows you to deal with creatures by having extra knockback. You know, you can push them out of the way easier since you can't really do as much damage. It also helps when you're fighting against Birkin and Birkin has grabbed somebody. It makes your shotgun really, really effective at knocking Birkin out of that grab. Again, January's a support character, and this allows her to support quite a bit. That is what makes that is just one key feature. Like just a lot of what makes January good. Now, if you're playing this is like the solo queue build. If you're playing in a pre-made, I would personally recommend using EMP rounds 1, EMP rounds 2, and then potentially you can also use pharmacy. Now, keep in mind this is if you're playing in a good pre-made, you have lots of damage. January can really shine in the support category, but she needs her team. Like she is only as good as her team is. If her team isn't able to like keep the zombies off of her, and then she has to deal with zombies, then you shouldn't be running pharmacy. But if you've got good teammates, they can keep her safe, they can keep her protected. She can support amazingly. She should, for the most part, should never be dealing damage to creatures in a team, unless in like a dire situation, like freeing someone from a Birkin grab. She should be focusing her ammo on cameras, and if you very carefully count how much ammo you're using and you're very careful how you use it, you can utilize pharmacy. It allows you to buy a lot of first aid sprays, blue sprays against Alex, yellow sprays against Nikolai, and first aid sprays. Just those sprays are incredibly valuable, and they can help you support your team immensely. I know of a particular January that I used to play with a lot. She was freaking amazing, the best January I've ever seen, and she used pharmacy. And this is, but again, this is only if you're in a really good pre-made team and you have people to support you. Otherwise, use bargain bin. Anyway, that's it for January, for my January builds for the time being. My name is Orandraku. I will see you later.